Several sea days and almost 3,000 miles sailed from Buenos Aires, the Celebrity Infinity, near the Beagle Channel outside of Ushuaia, Argentina. I got ready for my shore excursion, a catamaran boat trip in search of Gentoo penguin in the channel, and then I headed up to the Constellation Lounge for a bit to see if I could spot any whales as we neared port. The Constellation Lounge is located on deck 11 forward. It's a great place to take your coffee in the morning, and one of my go-to hideaway spots to read a book and look out at the sea or the ports. There were a few dolphin sightings and a peekaboo or two from some whales, but none of the show-off breaching or the tail slaps I've become used to in Hawaii or off of the Oregon coast. Then before I knew it, we were docking in Ushuaia. It was founded in 1884, and it is the world's southernmost city. It has around 80,000 residents, and it sits on the Beagle Channel and right in front of the Marshall Mountain Range. Like it often happens with shore excursions, we waited and then we rushed. We boarded our boat after about a quarter-mile walk, and the frozen wind coming down off the mountains gave us all a stinging reminder that the 110-degree days in Buenos Aires were over. And then we were off, speeding through the channel, and even with the biting wind and the freezing sea spray, it was turning into a spectacular day on the water. Most passengers stayed in the first or second floor seating areas, which were inside and heated, but also had the disadvantage of having the windows blocked by outside passengers when they walked by. I was out on the deck for most of the trip, since I just couldn't get enough of the scenery in this big, exotic, foreign land. Oh, and whales. I'm always looking for the whales. We approached several small rock islands and spotted South American sea lions, who, it looked like, were also wearing furry coats. I don't blame them at all. There they were, my first wild penguin sighting, and also my first Gentoo penguin sighting, sunning themselves in the midst of 1,000 or so cormorants. Gentoo may be one of the fastest swimmers, clocked at nearly 22 miles an hour, but on land they're a little clumsy and challenged, but they still climb up the hillsides and the little sea mountains. I felt like they were studying us as much as we were looking at them. Did I mention the thousands of cormorants? Nearby were also hundreds of sea lions, and soon several jumped in, playing or rounding up lunch. As we started to head back to Ushuaia, I was thankful for all of the wildlife sightings and the sunshine. The seas were relatively calm, and I did see several whales in the channel, but far away, nearer to the shore. I also spotted a pair of black and white Commerson's dolphins. It was a very special place, seeped in history and a gateway to Antarctica, as well as Tierra del Fuego. I have a feeling that there is much more to marvel at there, and I expect one day to return. Here are a couple more videos I think you might like. I'll see you out there, my friends.